Number one, just like I told you. Well, the day has come, guys, and we're going to make the best of it. Our classes are going to continue right away, and if you have any questions, feel free to send me an email. Always here for you. Let me know what's going on. If you want to check in, if you just need to reach out for somebody, always here. Now, just to be clear, you are allowed to wear your hats. Okay, here we go. Paper out, pencil ready. Make sure that you are practicing these words because our test is tomorrow on Wednesday. Today is day 44, and so spelling and literary terms tomorrow. Number one, dissatisfied. Number two, acquaintance. Number three, environment. Number four, government. Number five, disappear. The lucky nine, Korea and Vietnam. All right, pause the video and go back if you need to see any of these repeated. Here's your correct words. I'm going to give you a minute. Well, I'm going to let you pause the video right here so that you can do all of your corrections. Okay, take out your journals, and this is journal 44. Oh, actually, sorry, change. You'll be doing your journals online. So click on journal 44. Let me go ahead and make sure I've got it correct on my end. If you'll click on journal 44 and let's see, submission types. Hold on, I'm going to work this out on my end. Okay, so journal 44 should now be available to you online with a submit box. You still have to type 5 sentences, and you have to have capital letter and period. Other than that, not too worried about grammar and spelling and that kind of thing. Just get your thoughts down. The worst psychological and or physical torture you can imagine. I feel like, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and say you can't write about not being in my class for 2 weeks. Well, I imagine missing my class is probably the worst torture you can imagine. We're going to go ahead and push you to be a little bit more creative. Okay, pause the video and get your journals done. Okay, time to take out your DGP. And so here is the diagram that we did yesterday, or the last class. So if you don't have that down, pause the video and go ahead and get that down because I'm about to erase it. Okay. So we are now on capitalization and punctuation for DGP. So pause the video and take a minute to make any changes that you think need to be made. All right, so let's talk about capitalization and punctuation. We are going to underline whenever, and that is going to be cap 1, I think. Ooh, let me go get the appendix. Hold on. All right, sorry, actually cap 2. Cap 2. So handwriting's really good with the mouse. It's capitalization 2. Here we've got another capitalization right here. That is going to be cap 1. Let's see as we go along. Any other capitalization? No. Okay. Now, right here, we've got 2 commas. And that goes together because we've got an appositive here. So look back at your day 2. You'll see that we have an appositive. So that is going to be comma rule 8. Shoo, I got to get better with that mouse. Now, we also have a comma right here after candy. And that, let me look up the rule myself, is going to be cap 1, or sorry, comma 1, comma 1. So notice here, when you've got a dependent clause followed by an independent clause, that is comma rule 1. All right, so only when the dependent clause comes first do you put the comma. If these two clauses were switched, her poor mouth starts to burn everywhere whenever Jill, my aunt, buys red candy, you would not put a comma. Only when the dependent clause comes first. And then finally, at the end, 1, 2, 3. Hope you had your sassy duh. Okay, I think that's all we got in this sentence. Let's move on to our next activity. All right, everybody, that's going to bring us to our next and last portion of today's work, which is going to be your Ender's Game assignment here. Let's see, I lost. Are you all able to see me? I don't know if you can or not. But in any case, you want to click right here on Ender's Game. Wait a second. Is that recording? Not sure how to stop it. What's going on here? Hold on a second. Make sure I'm not losing you. I'm not even sure how to pause it, everybody. Sorry, we're going to have to get used to all this together. Huh. All right, what's going on here? Sorry, guys. I'm not sure if that recorded or not. So our next assignment here is the Ender's Game analysis. So let's take a look on the calendar. I'm going to click right here on Ender's Game analysis. My computer's getting a little weird. Here we go. Okay. All right. Now right here, I gave you this handout last time. But right here is the link if you need it. You can read it on this PDF file. But hopefully you still got the handout. I think that'll be a little easier to read. All right, you're going to go through each of these, all these literary terms that we've been talking about. Remember, central ideas have to be important and significant to the text. All right, so if you come down here, it gives you instructions on each of those. So if you don't remember how to do tone, just come down here and look at the instructions. You want to fill all this out, put it in the submit box, and turn it in. So that's going to be the Ender's Game analysis for the story. Okay, well, that wraps up today's lessons, and that's pretty much how it's going to go for a little while as I get a feel for this thing. You're going to have spelling, journal, DGP, and then a reading activity. Those will be the 4 things that we consistently do for the foreseeable future. And if that's going to change, I'll let you know. I want to remind everybody to make good decisions, to follow all CDC guidelines in terms of social distancing, washing your hands, everything that we want to do to keep ourselves healthy so that we can get back to a normal life just as quickly as we can. Email with any questions, concerns about schoolwork or life in general. I'm here for you. If I don't know the answer, I will point you in the right direction. See everybody tomorrow.